How is it going? I hope you are doing just as good as I'm doing today. Another banger. Today, I keep saying this, but like, man, I got some redemption today. Like, I have been complaining about my clean and jerks for, the good part of the entire past fucking week. And a lot of it's just bitching, but I was genuinely like suffering when it came to the form and the technique, my core strength. I just was not putting in the effort that I should have been. And the switch of putting Olympic lifts before my power lifts and giving myself the time to really work on my technique and hone in what I needed to work on, it's been working. I finally figured out on my clean and jerks, the reason I kept pushing forward on my front leg, I had a slight, very, very slight push forward of the hips when I do my drive back up after the dip. Like you do the clean, you're holding it on your delts, and then you do the dip and drive. And on the drive up, my hips would shift slightly forward, and that was what was messing me up. So I got to hone that in way better, and you'll see it soon. But I managed to fucking destroy 295 for 2 pause reps on clean and jerk today. Insane, because just last week when I started complaining about my clean and jerks, I couldn't do more than 295 for a double on normal reps, no pause. So I am realizing I have a lot more strength in my pause reps than I've ever given myself credit for. But man, I love it. Like, my technique has gotten so much better, and I've been able to really put in my maximum intensity. So physically, shit, I give it a 9.5, just to be safe. I think it's good to just sit it right in the middle there, because to be fair, I was very tired. I had a bit of an off mental day that we'll get into before getting to the gym. But I got my shit together. I fought through the tunnel vision, and I destroyed it. It went super well. Also killed my pause front squats, went great. I almost died on my very last rep. My whole core just went numb, and I just had to drive it with every bit of ounce of energy I had left in me. I basically just did a crunch mid-squat, but it is what it is, and I put in the effort that I had today, and I loved it, Mentally, which is what we're going to get into. Dude, I got revamped. Like, I'm feeling, I'll just match it. Like, I'm feeling a 9.5. I feel like everything was just fully in sync today. I was just having fun. Like, I got to the gym feeling like just shit, just not giving myself the positivity I needed. But more than that, I wasn't focused on what was important. The past couple days, since my car's been broken down, I have not been putting forth my own individual effort to go out and be around people and socialize. And I've been just staring at a wall for way too long. And anybody knows, when you start staring at that wall for too long, you start thinking to yourself, and when you got bad thoughts about anything negative, even though you know exactly how to take care of yourself and handle the situation, when you can't express it openly with other people, it can fester, even if you feel like you've got a great mental stability, a good mental durability, if I will. So I called my girlfriend. I say that all the time. You gotta call somebody that'll just hear you rant your shit out without any judgment or any expectation of the conversation. And I just ranted my shit out, and I was like, I kept doing the fucking stupid thing where I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry for just blowing up on you, all this shit. She was like, dude, don't you ever fucking apologize for expressing yourself. It's just, it may be a lot, but it's what you need to do to be better, and it's what you need to feel better. So that's what's important. So I will sit here and listen to you rant to the heat death of the universe, and let's see what we can do after. And I was like, God damn it, that is the shit I needed. So got to the gym. Again, felt really tired from doing fucking nothing. And, when you do, like, nothing physically, because, like, yesterday was my rest day, and I just was not active. And so when you do, like, nothing like that, and then you try to push it as hard as I did today, you get mad tunnel vision. It's scary, because you just can't focus on shit. It feels like you don't have a firm grasp on your physical abilities. you know, like my form and my technique. I don't think I really started getting to full control until I decided to whip up 295, because that was when I started getting my confidence back, started getting my pride back, you know. And what was so beneficial today was, man, I saw so many homies. It was actually so fun. I easily saw 30 people today that I'm friends with. I just started shooting the shit and just could not stop. I was easily at the gym for 3 hours today, but I loved it. I had fun. I was just enjoying myself. And you need those kinds of days. It can't always just be work, obligation, whatever. You got to just really light up the passion sometimes, even if it feels excessive. Because it truly will reroute your mental processing system to be more uplifting for yourself. So I had all these people I hadn't seen in a while just shooting the shit with me, being great influences, making me feel better, hyping me up. You know, more importantly, I love getting hyped up by my homies. Because, like, again, I always say I don't need any attention while lifting. God damn it. If you give me some good old unexpected raw positivity, I'm gonna lift twice as good, you know, because it uplifts my own ego to a point to where I can try the stuff that I'm scared of. Because if you're scared of a weight, you're typically not, it's not that you're not able to lift it, it's probably more that you just aren't willing to give yourself the chance to do it. And it's I think it has a lot to do with the idea of, you know, not being okay with failure. Like I say this a lot, but I don't really think about the weights when I lift, like the individual numbers, if you will. It's just, it's more so that I want to just hit that maximum intensity, you know, no matter what. I really want to be able to push that shit with everything I have. So it doesn't matter what weight I put up, but God damn it, if I do a set and I feel like I haven't really given it my all, then, like, what am I doing? You know, you got to push it to the point where you aren't certain, but as long as you're keeping your physical health as a priority and you're making sure that you're not going to get hurt and your technique's not going to suffer, you're just doing your best, then, you know, try to push it a little bit. You know, you got to get outside. When you really take this stuff seriously, you got to push yourself outside the boundary sometimes. And so getting out of my room and going to the gym and conversating and socializing with all these positive influences in my life made me feel so much better and so much more uplifted about what I want to do today. And what, you know, it confirms to me that, like, I have the mental to push that weight, even if I don't have it, you know? And so, again, it's okay if I fail. It's okay if I can't do it. But, man, if just there's the slim possibility, that inkling of, like, man, you might have it and you're just selling yourself short because of your shitty mental attitude, like, God damn it, I'm going to fucking try the weight then, you know? And I truly believe, like, this is why I feel like this is why a lot of people say, or like why a lot of people who compete tell others that they should compete as well. It's not for, like, the clout or the putting up the crazy awesome number. It's having people to motivate you. And, you know, it's like having those positive rivalries with one another. It makes you feel like you have a bond with the actual sport that you're driving all this passion into, you know? And every bit of passion that you can get out of anything you do in your daily life, it'll make every new step forward so much more progressive and positive. It'll make you feel like you're really putting in efforts to something that matters. You know, not that it matters for the world or society or whatever you think some construct wants you to do, but it just makes you better, you know? And it is truly all that matters. You got to be selfish in this life and the way that you want to live. And that's why I always tell people a lot, like, I'm not trying to be, like, as, you know, as bad as this may sound, I want to be humble about it and, like, actually be realistic. I don't think I try to be as positive and uplifting as a person as I do for this, just for the sole sake of others. It drives me and makes me feel amazing. And so although the initial step to doing it is for my own mental benefit, after that, I truly feel like I can put some effort into other people and be like, damn, if just an ounce of this passion that I'm feeling can reach someone else and, like, make them feel like they aren't alone in the shit that they're feeling about, that they just needed that little bit of confirmation with, then that's what I love. about this kind of thing. Like this kind of, it's not the sport. It's the emotion and the passion that it derives from me. It genuinely makes me feel like a better person. And it's just me doing what I love doing. You know, it's how everything you do should feel to a point. Now, although there's always going to be some obligation with some work, it's just how the way life is. We have biological needs in order to survive. So some of it's going to be obligational. But like I said, it's kind of like with how I try to be a positive person. That initial step may be a little bit obligational, but it's up to you on how passionate you want to be about it afterward. You know, you can go to work feeling like shit and expecting yourself to feel like shit and just questioning like, oh man, what am I going to go through today? Or you can go in with a better positive attitude and just do it to the best of your ability and really hone in the things that you could work on rather than trying to just suffer through the things that you should be able to do without feeling like shit. Genuinely. So regardless if it's lifting some heavy rocks over your head, putting the big old circles in the air, or whether you're an artist, you do music, just socializing on its own, just anything that gets you out in a positive environment that derives just some straight raw passion and positivity out of you, that's what's so important. That'll be what keeps you going. You know, every step after that initial obligational step, if you can make that shit passionate on your own and really commit to that discipline and that drive, shit, you are going to go a long fucking way. I fully believe that I have got some crazy talent for this sport, not because of genetics or all this other shit, but because of the individual effort I'm putting in. Like, I don't care about if people take supplements. I don't care if people take steroids or whatever. It's about the individual effort each person puts in and whether or not it makes them a more positive and uplifted person. That's just how I see it. So, don't go to whatever hobby you're thinking of and just think of like, oh, I just got to do it to do it. I'm committed, so I don't have a choice. Have fun. God damn it. Just do the shit you want to do to the best of your ability. And then, otherwise, if you're in a negative environment, either you got to change that shit or you got to make it a positive one, because nobody's going to make your situation positive for you. It's up to you. Everybody's life is their own. Nobody else is you are no one else's responsibility, is what I'm saying. So take it all with a grain of salt. Seriously, this is just from my point of view, but I love spouting about it. I know I'm ranting my ass off right now, but it truly, truly makes me feel like I've a lot of people go through life thinking that they're just waiting for this purpose to show up for them, and this kind of thing genuinely makes me feel like I've created my own purpose, which I think a lot of people need more of. So do your best, give yourself credit, carry yourself positively, and surround yourself with people who will do the same. Because it'll be, every time you have one of those shit days, if you're around those positive people, I promise you can turn it around. Every time. But if you're going to stick yourself in a negative environment on a day where you feel shit, then yeah, you're going to get depressed. That's just, it's that simple, even if the emotions behind them are super complex. But that's a whole nother ball game. So let me know how the lifts are going. I'll be back tomorrow with some pause snatches and some pause back squats. Gonna absolutely destroy it again as we do. And, just let me know how life's been. I love hearing from you guys. So just be safe, enjoy what you're doing, and just stay passionate. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.